Opening remarks, the Vice Chair of the House Republican Conference, but someone who I want to, at this forum, publicly acknowledge was the first member of Congress to raise this issue about American potential involvement in the Greek bailout, for which we commend her, appreciate her leadership, and we recognize the gentlelady from Washington State, Cathy McMorris.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate your leadership on this issue. I want to thank the panelists as well as everyone who has joined us today for this important discussion. All across America, people are suffering from bailout fatigue, and yet the Obama administration is launching a new bailout bonanza. $8 billion in U.S. tax dollars for Greece and over $50 billion for the European Union, and perhaps billions more as European governments face the inevitable fiscal crunch caused by generous welfare benefits whose costs have become exorbitant to pay. At a time when America is already borrowing 43 cents of every dollar it spends, does it make sense for us to borrow even more money, much of it from China, to help bail out Europe? After all, the European crisis was caused by too much spending and borrowing, and that crisis will not be solved by more spending and borrowing. A Euro TARP is the wrong approach, and America should not have a part in it. Last week, I joined 4 of my colleagues to introduce the European Bailout Protection Act. This bill will protect U.S. taxpayers from becoming more involved in the Euro TARP by requiring the European Union nations to meet the fiscal requirements mandated by their own charter before they withdraw U.S.-provided funds from the IMF. And I've also joined with my colleague and friend, Congressman Mike Pence, to introduce a resolution to express Congress's opposition to the European bailout. Every member of Congress should go on record, either yay or nay, on whether or not U.S. tax dollars should go to the Euro TARP. We owe it to the American people to have this vote, and I encourage my colleagues to support us in this mission. Should Congress approve this resolution, it will send a powerful message to President Obama that we cannot take the too-big-to-fail strategy to the global level. The only thing too big to fail is America itself. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Cathy, and please.